Who's our target this time?
Genshit! My guiding star!
Another test. Freeze!
Gotcha!
Don't be scared!
Here comes the catch! Wind, hear me!
Not now!
There is no escape! Now you shall perish! Illusion shut!
Stars, shine for me! My guide!
Busted! Game's up! Come's over!
I swear by my sword! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternally!
Call! Line to command!
Gotcha! Things are about to get dicey.
Wind, hear me! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Busted!
The wrong test subject.
The night is cold!
There is no escape!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Shine down!
Stars, shine for me!
Game's up! Come's over!
I swear by my sword! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
The wrong test subject.
Not now! Don't be scared!
Gotcha! Here comes the catch!
Barbados, guide us! Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
My guiding stars! Call! Line to command!
Things are about to get dicey.
I swear by my sword! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
The wrong test subject.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Shine down!
The night is cold! Don't be scared!
Barbados, guide us.
This will do!
There is no escape.
Stars, shine for me.
Fall before me!
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
And over!
Shine down. Torn to oblivion. Erase our threats.
Cold, mine to command.
Quietly. Here comes.
Wind, hear me.
Fall before me!
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Not now. Stars, shine for me.
Illusion shattered.
Freeze!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Barbados, guide us.
The wrong test subject.
Everything's ready.
Shine down.
My guiding stars. Cold, mine to command.
There is no escape. Illusion shattered.
The night is cold.
There is no escape.
Not now.
Shine down.
My guiding stars. Don't be scared. Just like we returned.
Now ye shall perish.
Who's our target this?
Still not right.
Take it easy.
Not the busiest of my days. I suppose.
Quietly now.
Illusion shattered! Ha!
The night is cold.
Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! Ha! Ha!
My guiding stars.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
There is no escape!
down to business.
Illusion shattered.
How's this?
Stars, shine for me.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
There is no escape.
Finally cut.
Now you shall perish.
To the very... Finally cut.
Illusion shattered.
Not now. Don't be scared.
Quietly now.
To the very...
Shine down.
The night is cold.
Busted. Take it easy.
Stars, shine for me.
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
I swear by my sword. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
Gotcha.
Add astro. Thank you for Add astro. Add astro.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, Dunyarzad. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught.
You could say.
Oh,
Oh, me.
so you're followers from another land? Oh, really? By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started
You're very.
Wow!
Not bad.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. We reported it to the Academia.
Oh, probably.
The Academia looks down on. We can't let that happen. Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, the stage is.
And I can't wait to.
Nilu!
She'll be dancing.
Dunyarzad.
I only told them.
Okay, according to some of the. As she danced, those brilliant purple flowers became. Of course they. Although they aren't around, and though we're just.
Nilu, you have. Yeah.
Thinking about if my stick.
All of lesser.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey, come.
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zero's festival together?
Dunyarzad, everyone at the. In that case. Whoa! Did you know that the.
Ah, as a child, my grandpa Sub-Zero.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin. I mean, that's what I.
Things are. Don't be fooled. And when it comes.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing. Wow.
Uh-huh. Of course. Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine. Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon. What's shaken?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssal.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for.
Yes, and you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to every... Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all.
There's something really different about...
Hey, Traveler. Paimon. I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a...
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask some... my lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home,
Sounds like a plan! Let's head over to the Citadel of Razor and wait for Nia!
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. I expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for... Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't...
I take it you all know each other?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the adventures...
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft.
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses. So people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose,
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sir...
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the...
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as...
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to...
If you're also interested...
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the home. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your... There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for King Deshret." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a...
You bet they are. King Deshret's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start...
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information.
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Us! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next!
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival, so be sure to get yourselves back. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality.
Believe me,
Wow! We know know that what it... Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look... Well...
Welcome. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful... you see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they... If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then...
Those students seem to be discussing some...
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group they're called...
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? They're usually... I've heard that...
Wait.
I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Whoa! Did you hear that? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they...
He will pay the price one day.
How fresh my fish is.
Want to buy some spices? We have all the usuals, but at affordable prices.
Hello there, my friend.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see...
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the...
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time, so we mustn't underestimate...
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick...
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use the...
All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon...
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand this, he's so...
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, as you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title.
So, you mean the...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization. And our ancestors were forced to flee to this land, where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and... But the story doesn't end there, oh no. Mark my words, our god shall return. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its—
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things— Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of— Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then—
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms.
I'm warning you.
If you're I will jeopardize— I am quite also. Consider this.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their—
Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently.
Someone
who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. He went that way! After him! Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them, since they weren't able to make off. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have some— Since you tore through their scam right in front of—
Who exactly are you two? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting, even if you don't—
All right. I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, we'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information—
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they— Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't—
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this and— This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell—
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Orm, meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia student. Well, I think that about sums it up. Ah, so that's your... With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is no... She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with...
Until you complete this task, you don't have questions.
Fine. So how do we...
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she... I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time!
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look this...
Try inspecting them with elemental...
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear... That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of... Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the... Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. Okay.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette.
Following the paper?
Roanoke, These two want to buy
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the... He's cautious of us. Let's take a
Before I retrieve... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your product. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way. Look, he's over there. If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the...
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else...
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure...
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any, so that's why it's your first time here. But don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate as long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, Then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead.
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the mod.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Tevat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale.
Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in...
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Tevat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent...
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be used.
2 million more.
Whoa! That's...
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and...
All right, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned.
Ah, you've really got a good head.
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. Well, listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just...
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get some... Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on! We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem.
Excellent! Then please, so...
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we...
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourself...
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. Huh? Why? Hey, we're getting a capsule worth... Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your mora to Dory and doors will open.
Adherence to Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Add Astro...
Ha! You two made it. And from the...
Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcha won't come here.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but when we heard that the academia had lost something that might be related to the...
In that case, you're on the right. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what... As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in However, there are they adamantly...
So you kept...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiation. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly to ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's note unless I know who Dory is the...
In other words, you wanted...
Yes, you could. The day after, if I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
Alhaitham, before you go...
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you...
Take it easy.
All right, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you... We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run some...
Wow! Alhaitham! You must... Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So...
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This...
sounds like you're trying to avoid the...
All right, let's begin the test.
Quietly now.
Go and splat! Shine down! Ha!
Busted.
Illusion shattered!
All right. I'll link your Akash. The next step is to use this hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection.
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2.
There is no escape!
Quietly now.
Shine down!
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Alhaitham has...
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million more?
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information.
Let's see Dory today and ask her...
Here, over here! Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a what?
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you... Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't... After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out...
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious. How you just happen to have this kind of...
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market, and as for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain El
Ahmar?
Ah, so you're all. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, that Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took.
Thanks for the info,
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. Mora for Dory opens door.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain El Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al Haytham. Al Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain El Ahmar, and the glowing red capsule he's holding up. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their—
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain El Ahmar guys. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to—
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. See you then.
Al Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
Al Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you—
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support— I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come.
Illusion shattered!
Oh, mine's the command.
Busted.
Shine down! Ha!
I'll be back.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him! Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
Huh? What in Tibet just happened?
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods. But beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. But did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask...
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact.
Everything about
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zeros Festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Take it easy.